First off, thanks everybody for being here. Like Laura said, please, please, please support the project. Please buy a book. Please share what we're doing here. It is an incredible, incredible organization, so please participate any way you can. First up, Douglas Dunn and dancers will show a new work, Garden Party, with set and costumes by Mimi Gross, the last week of April 2023. Go to douglasdunnedance.com. He will be accompanied by Stephen Taylor and Laura Brenneman. Everybody give it up for Douglas Dunn and dancers.
Hello, thank you. Time in my life, my eyes are wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes can see. I see the wind, oh, I see the trees. Everything is clear in my heart. I see the clouds, oh, I see the sky. Everything is clear in our world. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my mind is wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my mind can feel. I feel sorrow, oh, I feel dreams. Everything is clear in my heart. I feel life, oh, I feel love. Everything is clear in our world. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes are wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes can see.
Keep it going for Douglas Dunn and dancers, everybody. The beautiful, beautiful. The next poet that we have coming up is a lovely poet and also a lovely human, which is very nice to find, especially in times like this. Basie Allen, simple as put, is an artist from New York City. Everybody give it up for Basie Allen. Happy New Year.
This is my favorite holiday, so it's nice to share it with you all. I'm gonna read a poem called F-A-I-F, Faith. Faith is the way we relate to ambition, the way we spell praise, the way we spell us, our own recognition. We never give up the reason we treat each other like tulips. It is why we flatten our teeth into table saws to rip 3/8 off the end of faith, 86 the TH off the end of our prayers, abandon the slur and make the word ours again. We say faith with scissors in our mouths to cut holes in the fence of entropy, so words like poetry can sneak out the eclipse before it's too late. Cut holes in the extra N and turn them into a key and give them to our kids so they can open the future without having to break in. Because in faith, the F stands for the way time uses slang and fragrance to break down language. Our voice spoils the alphabet, root from limb, off our skin, off our teeth. The consonants crack open till yolk ruins the sky's complexion. And then, in the unbrushed darkness, soft vowels will wolf through forests back into our mouths on pause, so perfectly us. Because the A in faith stands for the way wind will use our grammar to punctuate the air when we're gone. Take our commas and rain them wide across 10th Street, growing cold flowers out of our colons. Question marks will crop cover the garden, the graveyard. Our ghosts will harvest the roses, making the best mezuzahs to hang on the tomb's door, kissing it as they transcend the grounds of rot talks and so much more. In faith, the I stands for the way I fall out the bottom of my accent, face up, heart out, every year into the open arms of the St. Mark's Church, where the second F stands, where X marks the spot. So I lean into the pun once a year, putting X on my tongue. So X St. marks the spot. With a church and a click, I roll and I watch my heart grow tendrils, hugging all the hiddas who sing these gorgeous New Year gospels. I'm grateful for the letters y'all have been putting into my poem over the years. Adding an L to an F, an O to an A V to an I, and an E to the other F, putting the only thing that really matters in faith at all, which is love. The same way thank you has been hiding in the P's we've hid in Poetry Project, for always giving us something to have faith in, and us. We come back to church to remind each other that it works.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Keep it going for Basie, y'all. That was beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be a good hour. I can feel it. Next up, Edmund Torres. Edwin Torres' current book, Conundrum, I Will Be Your Many-Angled Thing, from Roof Books, was awarded a 2022 American Book Award. He has organized a performance series at the Bowery Poetry Club starting in February entitled Process, Yes, Process. Today he will be accompanied by music created for this performance by the sound artist Steven Vicello and by Rubio Castaña Torres. Everybody welcome Edwin Torres.
Happy New Year, everybody. Of my climate's mother is my mother's mother, of whose mother is my mother's clime. Of my father's clime is my father's mother's mother, of whose mother's father's brother is some other sister's mother. Of some other's clime is my instant clime, of my ocean's mother is my instant ocean's father. Of what distant mother is my mother's mother's mother, and what distant ever is my ever's other father, and my father's distant lover of my distant lover's father. Of my father's father is my other's other, and whose baby is my baby's ocean, my baby's other ocean, and whose toes of my father's distant toes, of my baby's toes, of my lower ocean, of my golden lower ocean is my distant ocean's toe, and my rivers entered woe, and whose entered soul is my ever's other soul, and what is your ever about, your soul about, your inner way to woe about. And my father's failure faster as my failures faster fall, and my sky's abundant soul is my waters tell emotion, my mother's tell a soul. And my ever's other ocean, and whose waves are whose oceans, and what are your waves about, your ears, what are your ears about, your earther's ears about, did you? With those earthers' ears of yours about what you're about is here. Did you? With your inner waters woe, hear my seven-layered ocean with your inner layered woe, my civil after ocean with your schism and a fovrin, hear my brethren matra, earthen batra, seethrin of my tettlein, of my fatherin, of my fatalin. My fatal others, my etherin others, my evil others, my evered mountainins. Blessed Father Mountain, blessed outer resonant, what is your outer about, your even about? If other ever falls, if never ever falls, if my ever could ever fall. Of my otherin is my datalin, of my cumulin is my skydalin, of my chroma is my sky, my other sky, stay ever my other. My hera terra mecha sky, of my say sky, stay sky, stay sky, stay. My sayer, my seeker, my sayer, my home. Of my climb is my home. How climbing is of home. Of sears, sins, of sorrows, of my earthen motra, otras of my otras, of my others, of others, of others, of my uthras, of others, of others, of fathers, of authors, of oceans, of my chandeliers, of my loves, of my loves, of my oaths, of my others' oaths, of my imminent ohms, of my imminent, ominent ohms, of my ofs, of whose mother's mother's ofs, of my others' others' ofs. Happy New Year.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Edwin. Next up, Shunzai Lyric is a poetic research unit. Yes. Shunzai Lyric is a poetic research unit that takes inspiration from the experimental English of Shunzai, counterfeit t-shirts made in China in which they consider one long poem unfurling across bodies that challenges the norms of ownership and authorship. Everybody give it up for Shunzai Lyric. Hello. Happy New Year.
Yeah, so I'm Alex. This is Ming. We're Shunzai Lyric. And this is a very exciting day for us because we've been collaborating since 1992. Yeah, when we met in preschool, directly across the street from the St. Mark's Church on East 11th. So it's a really big moment, you know, we managed to cross the street. So it's just such a delight to be here in the church with you all. We're gonna read a poem that we composed for today. It's entirely out of found t-shirt text. So just give us a moment to get out our poem.
Motion. I feel love forever. Movement, 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 movement. Constantly changing.
Forever, 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 whatever. 1992, I'm so tired of love. I'm still more tired of rhyme, but Moner gives me pleasure all the timk. Lack of money is the rue of all evil. Sweet love frequenty lisps. He said Uiche, not New York and Paris. Tien mu.
Nothing.
Nothing to say.
Noting for anything.
Nothing is a willing.
Coincidences as Hecart chose. Romanticism handled with discipline. Don't muscle as long as the demeanor.
Without you, I'd be a soul without a without. I'd be a Anne. Without art, I'm a fac expression, a heart with no beat, just a flame without the heat. Departing. With the code depart, everything is 20% off. Hurry, the part express is now departing. Our journey takes place online and in soiree now for Forever Young since 1987.
Staring at the empty page before me, all the years of wreckage running through my head, patterns of my life I thought adorned me.
Okay. Carpe diem, this too shall pass away. Wonderment. Don't think twice. It's all right. I hope that your choice isn't difficult to choose. We don't want to teach something to you. Don't think twice. It's all right. And then just let me con your availability. It's been a while since we heard anyone or anything described as memory, but it seems like a good time to resurrect the emotion.
Long. Bad influence. What does this mean? We all desire happiness. New products on the market in winter. The explosion, the distribution, and promotion, the T large derignatiog, Nodobu abatio.
Dolce and bananas.
The brave and the holy, the brave and 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 holy,
Not today.
the brave and holy, the brave and holy, the brave and holy.
I'm not lazy. I'm on energy, saving mode.
The brave and holy, the brave and holy, the brave and holy.
8:30 a.m. What time do you get up for work every day? He flung him selly horse and rod. Left he house with my boy fried.
The brave and holy, the brave and holy, the brave and holy, the brave and holy.
What is normal anyway?
Boom.
The end.
To hell with everything.
The future is behind you.
Wa are only a moment.
The best time, new beginning, right now.
Everything is gonna be great.
Punch me in the face. I need to feel alive. Thank you.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't they have something to read while they set up for Pomola?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Oh, you want to introduce her? Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Yes, I got you. Do you want to do it on that mic? Or?
Yeah, I can do it on that. Whatever mic you like.
That's perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, so suffice to say, that's one of the best things I've seen all year. Everybody give it up for Shanzai Lyric one more time. And without further ado, our next act, Famola was the first band to trade in their electric guitar for an electric toothbrush. Give it up for Famola, everybody.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Our attempt this year to be the first rock band to tour North America entirely by submarine had to be aborted after one of our members, I won't say who, had an attack of flatulence outside Clegg Harbor, Maine, forcing us to immediately dock. We continued the tour over Skype, and our May 3rd show was voted by Spin Magazine the most pointless internet performance in history.
I'm screaming.
Yes, Spin Magazine still exists. Now I'm introducing our first song. You know how sometimes you get an email that asks you to RSVP and you just don't feel like RSVPing?
Yes.
This is a song about that. It's called I Don't Feel Like RSVPing to Your Goddamn Invitation.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
For your party, you asked me to RSVP.
But I will not, unfortunately.
You won't know till the last minute whether your party has me in it.
I don't like to make a decision. I would rather watch television.
I'm addicted to Rachel Maddow. I shouldn't tell you, I feel bad now.
Then I switch over to Fox.
Oh, no, not
just to
Fox.
see what Rachel mocks. RSVP, RSVP. That is asking a lot from me.
VP. VP.
That is asking a lot from me.
You know the moth, the featureless flying insect?
Do you?
This, amazing. Okay. This is a song about a moth. It's called Moth. We're kind of hoping that you know that moths love to eat.
Just sing this song. It's okay. Come on, let's just sing.
Milkweed. A moth is flying down my street. It moves west without feet.
Fly moth, so white and soft.
Fly moth, stay aloft.
The moth is tired of being east. It's looking for a milkweed feast. Fly moth, so white and soft. Fly moth, stay aloft.
The first 4 letters of mother belong to an insect that hovers.
A moth is flying down my street. It moves west without feet. Fly moth, so white and soft. Fly moth, stay aloft.
To understand our last song, you have to accept the thesis that Texas is a matriarchy, while Tennessee is completely run by men. This song is called They Break Windows, Don't They?
Women run Texas, that's all right with me. 'Cause look at the mess men have made of Tennessee.
The place don't look right, it's not even 3D. And all the Kentucky fried chickens, Lord, they smell like pee.
I don't like men. They make me scared. They shave every day and they still grow hair. They break windows, don't they? They break windows, don't they? They break windows, don't they, with a chair. Women run Texas, they plant lots of flowers. The blue bottles bloom with grace under stars.
But in Tennessee, there's just pizza and trash. Men put over bookcases with a crash. They sell their dogs just for cash.
I don't like men. They make me scared. They shave every day and they still grow hair. They break windows, don't they? They break windows, don't they? They break windows, don't they, with a chair. In Texas, the women all collect art. People look at Cézanne's and they feel smart.
But in Tennessee, everyone spits. In dark bars, they sit and sit, tearing newspapers to bits.
I don't like men. They make me scared. They shave every day and they still grow hair. They break windows, don't they? They break windows, don't they? They break windows, don't they, with a chair.
Keep it going for Famola, everybody. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. As they set up, I will tell you a little bit more about our next reader, OG of the Poetry Project, a dear, dear, dear friend, hella books, John Godfrey. John Godfrey's most recent collection is A Torch for Orphans, published in 2020 by Cuneiform Press. If you know the project, you know this dear man, and I hope he's as special to you as he is to me. Everybody give it up for John Godfrey.
Reflecting on the side over there. The first day of the year is when you turn the new calendar and in the corner it says 1/364. You know what I mean? You know how many? In 2020, on about 40/325, I read a book by Linda Greenhouse, who has covered the Supreme Court since the Reagan era for the New York Times. And her book was called Justice on the Brink. And throughout it, there were these acronyms. I don't know how far back they go. They crept up on me. POTUS, FLOTUS, and SCOTUS. Her book was very prescient, and it had a lot of background to the strategy that gave the court the year it had. Very unsparing. And it impelled me to write a poem. And the poem is called Scofflaw Scotus. Scofflaw Scotus. Scofflaw Scotus cuts the ribbon at the crime scene, hangs Jane Roa back to cure, drained, smoke. No grave might rally the unrighteous. Their honors take the privacy out of your pipe and smoke it naked under robes in their formal chambers. Are there 6 or 9 sinks, 6 or 9 sleeves to clerk's shirts, 6 or 9 ball in the coroner pocket? Written dissent got no BO, needs some stink back. Narrow reading smells of skin bleach and stink ass. Close that Bible and see will the bastards swear on it. Light wavers when the high bench burns. Right hand says the left hand holds a wild card, and wilderness is exactly where we wander. Happy New Year.
Everyone keep it going for John Godfrey. Next up, C.A. Conrad couldn't be with us today, but we're sending them all the well wishes. In this spot, we have Maren Arsaños, who is a Lebanese writer and teacher living in Brooklyn. Everybody give it up for Maren Arsaños.
Happy New Year, everyone. Such a magical way of beginning the year. I'm going to be reading a short piece that I wrote in a workshop with Stacy Simazek. The participants were prompted to use the phrase "the end of capitalism" in a poem. So this is the poem. I want Luca to fall asleep. When he is awake, all he wants is my dirty socks. He doesn't have language to say, I want. Babies always want something. They want words they don't have so they can express what they need. Their tiny fingers extend to grab anything within and out of reach. When they manage to get the object they desire, they pause in awe of their own feet rather than of the object they were able to momentarily possess. I love babies because they don't know property. Nothing belongs to them, and nothing does not belong to them. Luca wants me to be with him, to stop scrolling the news on my phone. When he doesn't have my undivided attention, he observes the object that possesses the attention he desires and wants that instead. I turn away slightly, nudging him towards building blocks and stackable rings while I scroll through footage of protests, people demanding the collective decapitation of the ruling class. There is no electricity to charge laptops or keep the meat frozen. A father wearing a surgical face mask robs a pharmacy at gunpoint for a box of diapers. Women bleed through their pants, tucking padded paper in their stained underwear. I hand my phone over to Luca. He doesn't want it anymore. For a long time, I said, I want a baby. A body besides mine I could claim for myself. A love guaranteed through sheer force of habit. When my mother was alive, she wanted me for herself. With her, I learned not to want what I desire. I want Luca to want what he needs for himself. I often wonder, is wanting a baby an inherited desire, a reproduction of the heterosexist family norm capitalism is dependent on for its survival? I like a photo of a graffitied wall that says, I came from the future to say this, to see this. I like images of ATMs torched, smashed and hammered for not dispensing money saved over a lifetime. I understand the violence needed to abolish violence. Ask Luca if he wants milk. He takes the bottle and gulps, lulling himself into sleep. I want capitalism to end so that it can desire something other than its extinction. Now that I have a child, I no longer think I want a baby. At the end of capitalism, will we be able to relate to objects without owning them, or understand that babies do not belong to the ones that made them, but only to themselves? Thank you.
Oof.
Wow. I love babies because they don't know property is going to sit in my bones all day. Thank you. I'm just going to give a second for the thunderous applause after I say her name. Stacy Smazek. Right. We love you. Stacy is the author of 7 full-length books of poetry, including the about-to-be-published this month, Famous Hermits. She directed the Poetry Project, as we all know, gracefully with a steady hand from 2007 to 2018. Everybody give it up for Stacy.
I do have tears in my eyes. Not the first time up here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy New Year, and thank you to the Poetry Project staff, the tech staff, for making this event happen. I'm going to read 3 poems from a manuscript called About the House, and it is very much that, about the house that I live in, and each room has at least 1 poem, sometimes 3. And there's a ghost, too. The living room. This is a film about the wheel of fortune, elevator to the gallows. Jean Moreau's expression is the same before the police get wise and after, I am mad. The long take encourages us to empathize with madness. 6 days since the ball dropped in Times Square, but you and I don't count that way. 6 days of French New Wave animate black and white photos of us in high school. We are lovers on a spree for a day in 1986. Therapeutic watching of Cleo from 5 to 7. Hate watching Jules and Jim. Mesmerized by the new presence of a TV, I am a motionless child on its lap. Life with TV resumes after a decade gap. It is absolutely necessary to die for the lightning-quick montage it performs on our lives. The ghost poem. When puppy is an insult, puppy is in the doghouse. There is no we in anxiety, just taxes. Your credit limit, your encounters with others, a grime game of hangman. All we have is TNS, time and space, to Rimbo the boat ashore. The studio. I sit and think, and in thinking, I mind my own business. The thermodynamics tending toward a perfect crystal, stray night visions of those whose dominion is a city of leveraged humans, content to be so, an ethic, but knowing it's no longer my business, no skin off my behind, bitterness drawn out by a poultice, plant pedagogy and poetry, rocking in the chair formerly known as office, toes on the floorboards, another sunny, frigid day, what is now February, the Wednesday of the year. My shadow playing with heart-shaped leaves, lead pencil in my hat, privately pirated. Everyone can know where our hearts are. Pocket, a book symbolizing all books that amaze. Our charms, a Roman coin against all coercion, and still wonder how we do this, an ethic. Not a cloud, not a curious crow, but 5 starlings in the gutter, and the humid bluster from the neighbor's dryer vent. I kept saying myriad when I met Chimera, along the rural route to the rural room where I began to make nothing happen again, an ethic, an address, where proper mourning may not have occurred. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stacy. We're about halfway through our hour, and my Capricorn placements are telling me to keep it moving, but I also just want to quickly say, most of us, if not all of us, are in this room as a result of people like Stacy, of people like John, of people like Folks who've been supporting the project for years, if not decades, this space exists because people stay and they continue to add to the community. So I'm gonna encourage you to do the same. If you don't know somebody here, please meet somebody here. If you need to know more about the project, please ask questions. Yeah, donate, buy a book, buy a meal, do something, yeah? Next up. Thanks. Next up, Jonathan Abrea is a writer who lives in New York. Everybody give it up for Jonathan Abrea.
Hi, happy 2023. So I'm going to read 3 sonnets from this chapbook that I made at the end of 2022. The first one is called Flight. I was delayed for 12 hours in the airport looking at the dazed airplanes skim around the little amount of earth they had found to be stuck against. They fumble for a short time before one accelerates, manically, to contort itself into regaining flight. I let my bag down at a gate with open chairs, to drown on the information and people's voices and sort of fall asleep. I never understood how to fly was a dream out of the passengers' heads. Town, then nothing, then town below us like past lives lit up with their little dots. Love, drama, gown of mist, veil how you afford us our forgetting. I arrive and forget, then I keep forgetting. This is called Birds. Every night I smoke a little bit of THC out of a vape pen I bought over Christmas a few years ago in Massachusetts at this place near Waterwiz. I take 2 or 3 hits spaced out by a few minutes so I can see if I'm getting too stoned. There's an abyss I try to avoid, an infrastructure beneath which the faces of birds emerge from the properties of the furniture in my room. I'm afraid of when this happens. I listen to an old playlist and hope instead for the familiar glove that comes to uncrush my chest's paper. Assist me, benevolent hand. Make me the dove that disappears. Astonish them. Open your fist. And this last poem is called Faces. Meeting people in the backyard of a party is fun. Released from the atmosphere, we kind of fall towards earth to land and fold the parachute balled inside our arms into its compartment. The sun is dead and gone. The stars hide within the light from the city's veil we stand beneath in the yard beside some blackened citronella candles and charred grate of a broken Weber grill and begin to get quite drunk. This is the part, at last, where we all need each other, where we talk about whatever we can. The day is gone. We can't see constellations. Our hearts bleed for what we find in each other's heads. It has to stay that way, beautifully. We can't take it. The sun is set. We fell out of the stars. It's in us too. It's just we forget. Thanks.
Everybody keep it going for Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, 4 more poets in this hour. Next up, we have Jay Bartell. Jay Bartell lives in Queens and works at Anthology Film Archives. Everyone give it up for Jay Bartell.
Hi. Always nice to start the year with terrifying public exposure. I mean, yeah, nice to be here. Okay, this song is dedicated to the beautiful city of Buffalo, and all my friends I made there in my brief rich time there years ago. I'd say it's because of them that I'm here, so you can blame them.
Tonight a blue balloon blew by me on the sidewalk, pushed by the wind, past the lampposts and the trash cans. I turned around to watch it go, and it was gone. Am I light enough to lift? Oh, am I light enough? Am I light enough to lift? Oh, am I light enough? When I was a kid, I used to climb to the top crook of a tall pine in the woods behind the house late at night. And overhead, a flock of light passing by. Am I light enough to lift? Oh, am I light enough? Am I light enough to lift? Oh, am I light enough? But I don't want to climb anymore. I don't want to leave anymore. Oh, I'm ready to come down now. I'm ready now. I can't calm down. I can't calm down. Come down now. Come down now. Come down now. Back to your own heart. Back to your own heart. Come down now. Come down now. Come down now. Back to your own heart. Back to your own heart. Back to your only heart. Tonight a blue balloon blew by me on the sidewalk. Am I light enough to lift? Oh, am I light enough? Am I light enough to lift? Oh, am I light enough?
Thank you.
Keep it going for Jay, everybody. We have 3 more poets in this hour. The next poet on deck is Anvo, who creates performances about pornography and queer relations, about being and form, about identity and abstraction, about history and its colonial reality. Y'all, we are in for a treat. Give it up for Anvo.
This is part of non-binary pussy, and I need your help a little bit. At the beginning, just please rise for the vaginal anthem, if you're able to. Thank you. And you can play the track whenever people stand up. Our veg sees the means of production. Your veg has been the means of reproduction. Our veg breathes the seeds of revolution. Your veg believes the shit of man and woman. Oh, veg, oh, veg, oh, veg. This song for all veg, this song for all the facts united, all the facts we fighting, burn the flags, bleach the rainbow, fuck the cash. Our veg sees the means of production. Your veg has been the means of reproduction. Thank you. Can we turn it up, the sound? Send dick pics, no dick bait. I'ma first take you out for a big date, then take you home, set my pussy on a big plate. Then with no control, shove it in with a big face. Eat my pussy up, make a mess like a fifth grade. Back and forth, making out, flipping around, turn your booty inside out. It's about time for a checkmate. What's a checkmate? You don't know. Oh, you think I'm a regular hoe? Oh, these Bill Gates gotta go. Revolutionary, I'm Uncle Ho. Evolutionary bitches don't do shit. You think this war's about who fits? Bullshit, flush it like douches. But first you're stuck on my two tits. Fuck me too, fuck you saying fuck me too now. All these incel what to do now. I'ma fuck them, that's what I do, I'ma fuck revolution. Uncle Ho, Uncle Vo, the solution. Push me proud of my resolution. For them kids, some bitch revolution. Fuck for revolution. Fuck for revolution. Fuck for revolution. Revolution or Russian occlusion. Fuck for revolution. Fuck for revolution. Fuck for revolution. Revolution or collusion or Russia! Someday I will. Someday I will. Fuck back the world. Fuck back the world for fuck me so hard. Someday I will. Fuck back the world for fuck me so hard. 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 I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. Call me Uncle Ho, bitch. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. Call me Uncle Ho, bitch. You bitches don't even know whose name we say. Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh. Iconic, legendary, revolutionary, anti-colonial. In Vietnam, we don't even say his name, bitch. We say Uncle Ho, bitch. Step 1 being Uncle Ho. Do background check who you want to hoe. Oh, step 2, rich sex money is the goal. Fuck the dick, take back you bitches go. Fuck the dick, suck the dick, cut up the dick. If the dick too big and you chop the dick, you flop the dick, flop the dick. Revolution with the dick is a catastrophe. Give your hands and take it to the guillotine. Give your hands and take it to the guillotine. Give your hands and take it to the guillotine. Give your hands and take it to the guillotine. Head to the guillotine. Head to the guillotine. Head to the guillotine. Head to the guillotine. Bust that ass on the trampoline. Bust that ass all the way to the Philippines. To the Philippines, bitch. My milkshake brings to the boys to the yard. They like, is it a graveyard? Damn right, it is a graveyard trying to teach you, but our habits die hard. Thank you.
Keep it going for Anvo, who cleared. Woo-hoo. Oof. I needed that. I don't know about y'all, but we got two more. Tess Dorman is a New York dancer and choreographer. Everybody give it up for Tess Dorman.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask me? Did you want to ask me something? Oh, yeah. That's a good question. People ask me that question all the time. I ask myself that question every morning. Because every morning, you wake up, it's the end of the world, and you're a dancer. Every morning, you wake up, it's the end of the world, and you're a dancer. And you ask me, hey, can you build me a house? Or could you make me feel better? Or could you fix this? And I say, no. Because I'm a dancer. I don't know how to build you a house. And I don't know how to make you feel better. And I don't know how to fix nothing. You stupid, stupid girl. But you know what it makes me feel like when you ask me those questions? When you ask me to build you a house or make you feel better or to fix this, you know what that makes me feel like? That makes me feel like being a bad, bad boy. Cause I don't know how to build a house. And I don't know how to make you feel better. And I don't know how to build fucking nothing. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Keep it going for Tess. My God. Oof. 4 p.m. Y'all ate. I love that. Congratulations. Last but certainly not least, in this incredible, incredible hour, Becca Kaufman is an artist based in Queens, New York, and Portland, Oregon, whose work takes on social forms in places like elevators and crosswalks. Everybody give it up for Becca Kaufman.
By a show of hands, how many of you crossed the street today? All right.
This one's for you. Invocation of the crosswalk. There are 120,000 blocks in the city of New York. Entertain the idea that every city block is an island, surrounded by a moat of asphalt where traffic flows. And entertain the idea that the crosswalk, an orderly unfurling of white rectangular stepping stones, laid out from curb to curb, hovering over rushing concrete like lily pads on a turbulent pond, that the crosswalk is a bridge. And this bridge connects each of these city block islands to all the other city block islands, weaving an infrastructural webbing, the sinew that binds all the islands together into a single urban body. Within this urban body, we circulate like oxygen through a network of tangible connective systems. Buildings, roads, sidewalks, ferries, city bikes, telephone lines, the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, commuter rails, the bus, the F train, seaports, harbors, Lincoln Tunnel, and the MTA, canals and garbage collection, LaGuardia Airport and 1010 Winds, lighthouses, solar farms, the Bayway Oil Refinery, wireless internet, street lamps, traffic lights, bike lanes, road paint, the stop sign, curb ramps, walk signals, medians, thermoplastics, retroreflectors, polyvinyl chloride, glass fault, aluminum. We abide by a trio of color, shape, and word to organize ourselves. Red, octagon, stop. Yellow, slow, upside down triangle. Orange, diamond, a fluorescent exclamation. Green, a circle that tells us, proceed. The 6 types of crosswalk regulated by the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administration are the solid, the standard, the continental, the dashed, the zebra, and the ladder. While the crosswalk pattern we are most likely to see here in New York is the continental, I prefer to think of all crosswalks as the ladder. The ladder that stretches between 2 tiny continents and carries us on our horizontal climb from one city island block to the next. The ladder is really just scaffolding. It can take on many forms: a catwalk, a corridor, a segway, a stage. Now, all of us present here in this room are currently located at what distinctly is not a crosswalk. Nevertheless, I invoke the crosswalk here and place you all at the northwest corner of 45th Street and 7th Avenue in Midtown Manhattan, Times Square. Here you all are, poised at the curb, with your back to the Levi's store and your chest-facing Sunglass Hut, one foot extended towards the intersection at the ready. Your eyes fix on those gorgeous white stripes as you bathe in burnt peanut fumes and watch the traffic jam and disperse. While you are on that corner, I'm on the other, with my back to the sunglasses and my front facing you. While you wait, I want you to know, as you prepare to cross this ladder, these stepping stones, this bridge, this corridor, this runway, I want you to know that you can cross this crosswalk any way you please. You can strut, you can gallop, you can roll like a log in a stream. You can crawl backwards on all fours. You can pelvic thrust, you can tiptoe, you can step touch. You can use the footwork you picked up in that Zumba class that one time. You can cross that crosswalk however you goddamn please. Here's the walk signal. The LED hand beckons. Your feet leave the curb, arcing onto the mottled asphalt, which, did you know, is made by the fractional distillation of crude petroleum? We're walking towards each other, forming a lattice of crisscrossing decisions, footsteps leaving small ghosts behind us to commingle in our near past. Shoulders softly brushing past other puffy coats, exchanging dead skin cells and strands of hair from people we won't necessarily meet. We're walking, but this kind of walking is a different kind of walking than other kinds. It's a procession, it's a pageant, it's a fleeting parade. We've set sail, we're cruising in a duty-free zone. We're momentarily emulsifying into a one-time only, never-to-be remixed compound of life forces. There is no before and after, no origin or destination. In this moment, we are just crossing. We're crossing a crosswalk, and we have that in common. Long live Safety Patrol.
Everybody give it up. Keep it going for Becca Kaufman. One last quick thank you to everybody who participated in the 4 p.m. hour. It was a joy to host you and to hear you all read. Thank you so much for coming.